Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Justin Roberts, and I'm here with the Heartbreak Cafe. Cafe, what is up with you guys? The Rock says that when you match up Bret Hart and The Rock, you get the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, mixed with the most electrifying superstar in all of sports entertainment. This brings me to my point. I am the Brahma Bull champion, and Bret Hart is the the WWF champion. And I say that we need to look over each other so we can stay the champions. So tonight, when Shawn Michaels goes 1-on-1 with the second best one, he is gonna lose that match. Because I'm watching his back and Bret Hart is watching mine. You know, Justin Roberts, I just can't take it anymore. The Rock really opened my eyes after Extreme Rules. I couldn't live with myself. I couldn't do it. I cannot do this alone. I had the Hart Foundation and they left me aside. So now Shawn Michaels is gonna have to pay the price, because he is not gonna take this away from me. And there you have it. Oh, and DX is coming, and they are attacking the champions. The Brahma Bull champion down. The WWF champion down. We need some help out here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And we just saw Bret Hart and The Rock get taken out by D-Generation X. Triple H helping out his buddy Shawn Michaels. It was a 2-on-1 thing there, so he had to get some help. But moving right along on RawISWar, we have the APA going up against Big Boss Man and the most dangerous man around, Ken Shamrock. The APA, last week, Farouk easily defeating Ken Shamrock. The APA getting back together. Ken Shamrock needed a partner. Big Boss Man was in town. Why not put 2 and 2 together and you have a tag team match? Who is gonna win? And there we go. The APA on their way to the ring. I love that entrance so much better. The theme is so much better than what it was. Now we have Big Boss Man to deal with. Why isn't that stick, that nightstick, why isn't that in the game? Come on, Corey Ledesma. Big Boss Man coming out to be Ken Shamrock's teammate. And Ken Shamrock, not a whole lot to his entrance, so we're going to skip over it. And we're going to watch this match. We're going to see if the APA can get going on their own. Here we go, the APA, Bradshaw starting off the action, going up against the Big Boss Man. 2 big men of the tag teams, and Bradshaw easily targeting the legs of Big Boss Man.
You've seen Boss Man compete many times, King. What are your thoughts on it? Well, there's no love lost between these two.
Bradshaw and Farouk, rulers of, I guess, leaders of the APA, the Acolyte Protection Agency, and they're basically guns for hire. They'll do whatever you want as long as you pay them. Very comedic group. I do want to do some APA action, some storyline action, but with The Rock and Bret Hart doing their thing, there's really no room. But don't worry, the APA will have their little scenes coming. I'm already stewing it in my head.
Don't expect a lot of mercy to be shown here.
Drop toe hold by Bradshaw.
A stiff shot with the elbow. Ouch.
Bradshaw really working on the legs of Big Boss Man. Trying to keep the 280-pounder down. Big Boss Man coming back with a splash.
He put all his weight behind that splash. Fantastic counter there for Bradshaw. Oh, kick to the midsection. Bradshaw squeezing down on the head. And that series ends in deadlock.
Running DDT by Bradshaw. And Farouk gonna get into this match. It's gonna be Farouk versus Big Boss Man. And an arm drag. Or a hip toss, whatever you want to call it. Oh, and Bradshaw. I thought he was gonna get involved there for a minute. Sidewalk slam by Big Boss Man. Earlier in the night, we had Shane McMahon easily defeating Goldust using a chair before the match when the referee was down, hitting Goldust 3 times in the head with that chair, taking control, hitting his signature, hitting his finisher, getting the 1, 2, 3, and then we had Mr. McMahon lose in an Extreme Rules match and show his opponent some respect. Unbelievable. It's so strange seeing Mr. McMahon like that. He must have something up his sleeve. I have no clue what's going on with Mr. McMahon, but either he got something up his sleeve or he's turned a new leaf. Something has happened with Mr. McMahon. And later tonight in the main event, we are gonna see Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels. It is just a singles match. There is no reports of The Rock managing Bret Hart this week. Their new name called the Heartbreak Cafe. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And we still might change it to something else, but the Heartbreak Cafe. Oh, I was gonna say Heart Rock Cafe, wasn't I? I said Heartbreak. I meant Heart Rock Cafe, cause of the punniness, I suppose, of the Hard Rock Cafe. So, Hard Rock Cafe stays for now until I get I have a couple good tag names from you guys in the comments, and I'm gonna wait and see if any more come up before I officially change it. So for now, it's the Heartbreak Cafe. The Heart Rock Cafe. I keep saying Heartbreak, man. I must be depressed. So, the Heart Rock Cafe for now. And there might be other people joining, there might not. It totally depends on the universe mode. Now, I did change this match. This match was originally Farouk versus Ken Shamrock. But with the APA getting back together, you gotta make it a tag match, or at least a 2-on-1 handicap match. And so I had to bring in Big Boss Man. So I did change this match, but I made it better. Farouk versus Ken Shamrock, not a whole lot of story there. Oh, and Ken Shamrock just taking him out. Rights, lefts to the face. This is not MMA, Ken Shamrock. And the submission hold. Farouk is far away from the ropes. He cannot reach them, but he reverses it. Gets out of it. Will Bradshaw be an impact in this match? Farouk beat Ken Shamrock last week with Bradshaw's help as the manager. But in a tag team competition, APA was really good. They were really good at tag teaming. I didn't really get to see a whole lot of the APA. I've seen some of their funny YouTube stuff, but I haven't watched a whole lot of their matches or anything. So I'm going to have to do my history on the APA sometime so I can get some good storylines going. It's good to know your history if you're going to do it. Ken Shamrock reversing into a very strange headbutt type maneuver. Big Boss Man coming into the match, and Bradshaw asking for the tag, and he's getting it, and the Big Boss Man is running away from Bradshaw. Big Boss Man wants no piece of Bradshaw. Ken Shamrock coming back into this match a little earlier than he wanted to or expected to, but he is handling Bradshaw really well. Bradshaw reverses. Ken Shamrock, second rope, getting a knee to the face. Ken Shamrock coming back now with a running kick. And we are back to even Stevens.
Into the headlock.
Ken Shamrock gonna work on Bradshaw's legs.
What a tag team match this has been.
And Bradshaw reversing. What is he gonna do? He's gonna go a shoulder block. Right hand.
Not today, too fast.
Bradshaw and Ken Shamrock, two freshest people in the match. A German suplex. There's gonna be a lot of reversals until the end of this. I hope the ending of this comes soon. I just don't know. I've never watched a tag team in this game before, so. And it looks like it's breaking down. Big Boss Man. Big Boss Man attacking Farouk now. Farouk in the ring. Bradshaw taking out Ken Shamrock with elbows to the shoulders. Big Boss Man looks to be going back to his corner. Farouk and Bradshaw, the APA, in control of the match. And still reversing, and another knee to the face. Ken Shamrock is going to be rocked here if he doesn't put up any defense. Bradshaw's a big, powerful man, and he can inflict damage easily. Another hip toss, look at that. I guess it's not a hip toss. I think it would be an arm drag, wouldn't it? Big Boss Man finally getting into the ring, and this is exactly what Bradshaw wanted. Bradshaw likes the challenge of the Big Boss Man. But Big Boss Man might be too big of a challenge for Bradshaw. And oh, look at this. Massive uppercut. Big Boss Man going for the pin. One. Not gonna cut it. And another takedown to Big Boss Man's legs. Bradshaw's been working on him. Farouk's been working on him. Big Boss Man, I believe, has a finisher, so he needs to be wary of that. Bradshaw reversing. And there's an arm drag. That's an arm drag takedown there. Big Boss Man not. That must... Oh, and there, is that his finisher? That might be his finisher. The APA might fall to Big Boss Man. 1, 2, 3. Ken Shamrock was in the ring, distracting the referee. Big Boss Man couldn't go for the pin. This might be his finisher. This looks very ungeneric. Just a suplex, I think. Ken Shamrock coming into this match now. Big Boss Man has dealt out all the damage. Oh, but here's Bradshaw. Bradshaw with a power bomb. Farouk getting a little nippy. 1, 2, and Big Boss Man wasn't even coming in. He was very confident. Bradshaw's powerbomb not affecting Ken Shamrock. And here comes Farouk. Farouk ready to take control, but Big Boss Man coming in. Farouk might be in a little bit of a disadvantage in this match. But again, attacking the legs of Big Boss Man. Keep that strategy up, and it is a winning strategy. Big Boss Man really helping out Ken Shamrock this week. And there's a submission move. Stretching the chest of Farouk. Bradshaw trying to get into the ring. Breaking it up. Ken Shamrock going back to his corner. Big Boss Man is in a little bit of trouble here. And now a surfboard. Big Boss Man may tap out here. Is he going to tap? No. Totally reverses it.
Nobody wants to give an inch in this.
And into the corner, APA looking for some tag team action. Top rope cross body to the Big Boss Man. And he gets up immediately. Bradshaw whipping him into a corner. Taking him to the top. What is going to go on here? Is this going to be a superplex? And it is. It's going to be a superplex to the Big Boss Man. Connecting. And now he's just bashing the back of the Big Boss Man's head to the ring. Disorienting Big Boss Man.
The Boss Man goes behind.
And again to the knees, to the legs, to the feet, to the lower portion of Big Boss Man's body. Hopefully trying to take his legs out of the equation, but in comes Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock out of the ring. Bradshaw out of the ring. Farouk out of the ring. Big Boss Man must be joining him. And all hell has broken loose. Oh, and Farouk over the steel steps. Bradshaw gonna have to attack Ken Shamrock as Big Boss Man attacks Farouk. Throwing Ken Shamrock into the ring post. Oh no, I feel like, oh, and a head to the ring post. That really should knock him out. Get in there, Farouk, hurry.
And he gets back in the ring. Controlling the waist.
And a back suplex to Farouk. Ken Shamrock taking control. Oh, and what a submission. But no, the foot was on the ropes.
Shamrock has the headlock.
An incredible series of moves there. Nobody's budging an inch in this one.
Nicely avoided there. He saw that one coming.
And Farouk going for a camel clutch.
He made it. He made it to the ropes.
Farouk gonna need to get Bradshaw back into the ring to finish Ken Shamrock off.
Shamrock from behind.
Shamrock whipping Bradshaw into his corner. Oh, and he was gonna go for a running spear, running shoulder block, but he misses.
Shamrock squeezing down on the head.
Instead hits a gut-wrench suplex. And elbows to the back of Bradshaw. No, and punches straight to the face.
Oh, wait, nice reversal.
Hooks the leg.
And this crowd is silent, not even getting excited for a pin attempt.
Oh my, what thunderous impact.
Match has been going for right around 10 to 12 minutes.
Missed him. He wants
Maybe
to end
longer.
this match in the worst way.
Great reaction.
Ken Shamrock snapped naring Farouk into a fist drop.
That may be all the punishment.
If you're the APA, you want Ken Shamrock to stay in the ring so you can utilize your finishers on him. He is much weaker than Big Boss Man, but Big Boss Man breaking it up.
Oh, what a shot. The referee getting involved now.
Tag team maneuver by Big Boss Man and Ken Shamrock. No, too late. Farouk reverses and a clothesline out of the corner.
See that? His body twisting and turning in a sickening way.
Going for the pin. One.
The pin. Can his opponent kick out?
Oh man, what a kick to the face.
Here comes Farouk.
Belly to belly
Oh,
suplex.
man, what impact from that suplex? Farouk.
Oh, look at that scoop slam.
What a move. He wisely ducks out of the ring after that huge maneuver. What a fierce kick.
And Ken Shamrock kind of running away here from a fight.
Nice reversal.
Big Boss Man taking Farouk from behind an inverted atomic drop. Bradshaw needs to get involved here. Or Farouk might lose. Bradshaw and Big Boss Man being warned about their involvement in this match. Shamrock throwing Farouk's head into the post. Now Bradshaw gonna do the same thing.
Like a weapon.
Maybe.
The ref is getting closer to 10.
Bradshaw trying to hold Ken Shamrock into the ring, but no, an 8 count. He gets back in. Farouk. Oh no, he's gonna try to make Farouk go to sleep. He's trying. And Big Boss Man taken out. Oh, and he tapped out. The APA has tapped out to Ken Shamrock, the most dangerous man in the world, and Big Boss Man, the Enforcer. Unbelievable. What a tag team. Here we go. Let's see if there's any moments here. No moment, just genericism. Ken Shamrock winning by submission in that match. And that match went a little over what I thought it would. So we're going to continue on to the triple threat in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Go ahead, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. And stay tuned for a triple threat match between Triple H, Kane, and Road Dogg. And also we have the main event coming up, Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels. Who's going to win that match? Stay tuned to find out.